Testing. Can you guys hear me?
Mhm.
All right, y'all say something.
Testing.
1 2
Yeah, you're closer, bro.
1 2.
All right. What's your favorite last minute story?
Probably when he had a 10-year expired ID when we got to Florida. And I was forced to drive a bus. Probably the last person who should have been driving the bus the whole weekend. I think you were gone by then, weren't you? It's the second year.
That was your second year?
Yeah. So we get to the airport, got 3 Enterprise vans. It was him, Coach B, and maybe Arden were gonna drive the third one. And then he gets to the thing to give him his ID to, be registered on the van, and it's been expired for 10 years. Like, how have you survived this long? And so yeah, I was in charge of driving everybody the whole weekend.
So Corning, Shields, and Toronto still around? For your second year?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sanbon, Reek.
Reek wasn't playing.
Wait.
No, Reek wasn't.
Okay.
Sanbon.
I'll tell you my favorite WashU story that involves you was when we were in Florida the first year. We had a fire alarm go off. And somehow in the midst of the madness, I recognized this actor from a Singular Wireless commercial. And it's 3 o'clock in the morning, it's freezing outside. And there's fire, there's an actual fire. It wasn't even a fire alarm, it was an actual fire in the hotel.
And somebody was cooking in their room or
something. I remember we got woke up by firemen banging on our door with axes. And we get outside and I'm like, that guy's from a commercial. And you're like, I'll go ask him. So you walk right up to him and you're like, oh yeah, I was in that commercial in like 21 movies. Guy was in Rounders and like 4 other classic movies. And we're like, oh, you're that famous guy from the commercial.
Good.
Adam Lefebvre was that guy's name.
That's right.
Yep.
I can't believe you didn't talk about the Mr. Thumper being put in Joel's bag. What's your favorite Joel story?
I mean, I wasn't directly involved with that one. I was way in the back of the line. So I got to see, I didn't even know what was happening. And there was a ruckus, about 20 people up in security. I figured it was probably us. But yeah. There's been some viral videos going around of people doing that to people. I always think of you.
I think I'm standing right behind Joel too. I wasn't.
They wrap it in tinfoil.
Put it in his bag, but
did they wrap it in tinfoil?
Yeah,
that what made it go off.
No, it didn't go off.
It didn't go off.
It never went off.
The guys were just laughing hysterically.
They saw it go through.
So Joel gets through and he's like, "What are these guys laughing at?" We're all laughing, of course, because we know what happened.
After my bag, yeah. And the best part about that story is I'm blanking at what happened going through, and then to the point where somebody put a baggage tag on that thing and had it going around the carousel, the baggage carousel.
So we pick it up by mistake. Oh, I thought it was mine. I got one just like it.
Was that the same year that? No, who did Kramer with that?
Yeah, he has the same. It was in the same trip. It was in
Yeah,
the airport on the way back, wasn't it? And he was not happy.
He was pissed.
Well, yeah.
We were sitting in the airport for like hours. I remember we were playing.
Oh, he was asleep.
Is that
he was like asleep on his bag, and somebody.
We were like waiting for our bags.
Yeah, no, we're waiting for the bus, and you guys some people were Corning and whoever else were doing like racing on the wheelchairs up and down the aisle, up and down the whole
watch you students doing this.
Yeah.
Classic.
You'd think we'd be the ones to actually be sitting there being respectful citizens, but that's not the case. That's why.
Well, we were made up of a bunch of JUCO transfers.
JUCO, yeah. Last one was a smart guy. Like,
yeah, they don't. You can't do that anymore.
That had nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with me. It had everything to do with that football player that was stealing computer lab equipment. That was a JUCO transfer.
Oh, no shit.
That goes into night school, yeah.
I didn't know. I just thought they did away with it just because.
Might have had something to do with it.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Eddie was the last one for baseball.
but like graduating from college with like 15,000, 20,000 student loan debt, like, it's a fucking miracle.
I know,
Like, nice school.
and it's the same degree.
That's the
yeah.
exact same degree.
Yeah.
At the time, they only had like 5 degrees available. I only had like.
Yeah.
15 or 20, like,
Mine
basically
was-
did the exact same.
Yeah.
They can at high school.
So Joe Kelly tells a story, and I wasn't there. So this is his own story. But like the bus stories of, hey Joe, grab the thermos. Look, what's going on? Just grab the thermos. Opens it, pulls out the needle with the
Insulin.
insulin, pulls his shorts down, pops in the needle while coach is driving.
Yeah, he would always make one of the freshmen go get him an orange juice.
I remember even, I don't know if he's giving himself a shot, but he would be down in his underwear in the dugout a lot of times. I'm like, what is he doing? Whitey tighties, like, there.
It's like, said the long johns.
Long John. Look over, I'm like, the third inning. Giving himself a shot.
Is he
Never
still alive?
Yeah, he's
I don't
around,
know.
he's around, I think. I think you would have seen notice.
Yeah. Reindl, sure. Reindl. Was this you guys there when Reindl was there? This is like one of the best on-field stories. Reindl pitched like 4 innings all year, and towards the end of the year, he gets in and pitches and like just cannot hit the plate anywhere close, and walk the guy, beat the guy. I forget the exact sequence. And this kid had like piercing nipples on both sides, and so he definitely got some stuff, and he talks kind of a little weird. And coach comes out, takes him out of the game. I'm like, starts to walk off the mound and chucks his glove into the dugout from pretty much the mound. And coach like slow turns. That's the best throw you made all day. The whole team starts to rock.
That's very Westman-esque.
He did have very quick, like, wit for something that was dirt old.
No, he just
He's
didn't put any
very
effort into
good.
actually reprimanding anyone. It was all just rip them with a comment that everyone could hear.
Except for when we had the naked tarp guys.
I mean, he hated that though. See, that was the thing about that. And I'm learning this as a coach now. Like, you don't want to put any hindrance on how you can't say, all right, guys, if you get in trouble or if you miss practice, you're not playing next game, because then you just hurt your team. So, I mean, I totally know in that moment, he had more pain leaving you guys out of the lineup than he did for you doing naked tarp taps. For sure.
Yeah, but corny shields are just corny. All another money.
That's,
He was kind of handcuffed.
I mean, Corning did do a reverse deed of that to me at the end of the season. Are we being recorded yet?
This is all been recorded.
I'll put it up there. Wait, no, I
Oh,
don't
this is
wanna
not-
burn
this is not
Corning.
official interview.
Yeah, I don't want to burn Corning under the bus on this one. We'll leave this one off.
Well, we're gonna take this recording. We're gonna.
But he
share it. We're gonna
redeemed
watch it.
himself in my eyes. That's
Okay.
just
Okay.
Yeah, I think after the fact, he actually felt bad about it. We lost to Milwaukee School of Engineering, but I think we had like 3 wins all year.
You guys went to the tournament your second year, right?
No, we lost. We hosted
he
regionals.
hosted regionals and lost in this last game again.
Same thing like we did.
Actually, I think we go 2 and out. I think we went 2 and
2
out.
and out.
2 and out the
We
last
didn't
year.
win again.
That was the worst finishing we had in 4 years. Yep.
Let's get this thing going.
Cool.
Yeah, we can take that recording and where the fuck we want to do with it.
Oh, it's all good.